I suppose the week always gets off to a good start when you've got a victory on a Sunday. How's the mood in the camp been on the back of that?
Yeah, it's always going to be a good start to the week after a win. So that's like I said last week, we're over that bit now. We're focusing on KR. So the buzz last, we celebrated it. Now it's time to move for our third game.
How have the group? Sorry, how have the group come through? Did you pick up any injuries during the games? Is any improvement in that front?
Nah, just your standard niggles, just your standard body soreness, especially early in the season. Everyone's bodies are getting used to the contact again and playing week in, week out type footy. So, no, nothing too major.
And is there any update on Oliver Partington? Obviously missed out last weekend. Is that something that's going to keep him out long term? Do we know yet, or is it just a week by week situation?
Yeah, it's a week by week. I say we, but our medical staff they're looking after him and they're trying to get him back when they think he's ready. But for now, he's just getting his body ready and right.
Excellent. I want to ask you about Mark Sneed. I mean, his performances over the first couple of games. He's obviously got a new halfback partner alongside him, and Kay Custon, and new hooking in terms of the positions he was used to over the last couple of years, things like that. But it doesn't look like he's skipped a beat at all in terms of what he's doing. He's steering the team around and putting out really strong performances. Have you made of how he's gone in the first couple of rounds?
Yeah, Sneedy is the ultimate professional. He knows his body. He knows how he wants the game played, and when things are going his way and when the game plan's followed, he's at his best. Obviously, when everyone's on the same page. So, like you said, he steers the ship well, and we're happy to have him.
Obviously, goal kicking's something that really propels the team forward. On another day might have been the difference between the two sides and the results on Sunday. He's nailing them kicks. That's a role you performed as a player. How big a difference does it make in terms of having the confidence in somebody to nail them conversions and know that you're racking up the scoreboard, going up in sixes rather than fours a lot of the time?
Yeah, that does play a big part, and when you got a high caliber kicker like Sneedy, like you said, you can always trust someone like that to add the extras, whether it's a conversion or penalty. So, yeah, we value his skill and especially his goal kicking abilities.
Excellent. And then just looking ahead at KR, they've had a couple of wins, but by their own admission, haven't probably played how they would want to play, and conditions have been a part of that. What do you expect of them? Obviously, you've got to bank on them being at their best this weekend, but they've got some really impressive players in, the likes of Michael Lewis and Tyrone May and things. Are you preparing for a really tough game against a quality squad like that?
Yeah, every game is going to be tough, but like you said, the brand of footy that KR's been showing week in, week out, especially last season leading into this season, they're a tough team to beat, and they've only added to what they've had last year. So we're always up and ready to go against opposition, and KR's that opposition this week. So we'll be preparing as well as we can.
Finally, for me, it was a big home support. The first home game, big crowd on at the weekend just gone. How much of a difference can the fans play in really cheering the team along when it is a tight game and end up with a bit of a thriller like it was on Sunday?
Yeah, massive. No matter what club you're at, the fans play their part. Any stale crowd could show in the performance of the players. Obviously, when you're not feeling good, or if you're tired, or things aren't going your way, it only takes the voices and the cheers from the crowd to lift you up and want to be better. So they play a big part in having that support that we did for our first home game. Hopefully we back that up this week, and hopefully our numbers are roughly the same, or if not more, for this second one at home.
Great. Thanks, Krisnan. All the best for the weekend.
Yes, Tom, mate.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, Krisnan, you okay?
Yeah, good, mate.
Good. Good to get the first win last week against Castleford. What was the most pleasing aspect for you?
Yeah, definitely good to get on the board. I think the pleasing thing for us was that we stuck to our game plan. Obviously, we're a bit rusty in some areas, and we lacked a bit of skill in some parts that could have went either way for us or against us, especially discipline. In a few 6 agains that we could have managed ourselves, that we could have taken from the refs' hands, but. I thought for the first win, like always, we're happy to be on the board now.
Yeah, you started well, them 2 early tries, building pressure. Obviously, you work on that during the week. Are you pleased? Obviously, it came off with that good start.
Yeah, the boys have been doing it all pre-season. They've been working really hard in their combinations. Obviously, we've got a few new players in key areas, and having those boys step up and perform the way that they have, and with the skill level that they have, and the game plan that we've given them, it's great to see out on the pitch that they've put to practice out on the game day.
Yeah, what areas would you look to be improved on this week against Cass, do you think?
Like any other team, discipline again. We've got to take the game off the refs' hands and play as neat and tidy, if you like to say, as neat and tidy as we can to take a few of those 6 again and penalties away from the ref, so he can make that game a bit smoother, and for us to be a bit less frustrated, because we know shooting ourselves in the foot a few times, and those are the ones that hurt you the most.
Is that like watching videos and talking to players saying in this situation do this, or because a lot of it I think is sort of natural reaction from players in certain situations, considering the new rule changes and all that?
Yeah, definitely. New rule changes plays a part, but in the end, we're still playing rugby. It's nothing new. They made some rules, but you're still playing the same game. You've just got to adjust yourself a bit more, make yourself a bit more clean in some areas of the game, especially in defence. Obviously, with all these concussion rules coming out, and safety of the players, and obviously the head highs and all that type of stuff. So we just got to be a bit more clean there, and in our obviously the 6 agains, whether it's being square at marker or getting onside or leaving a bit early, so that type of stuff.
Yeah, David Noffalu didn't play last week. How's he been this week in training?
Yeah, he's good. He's been a positive, and he's brought some energy and some experience to the squad. So he's looking to get his body right, and when that time comes, he'll be ready to hit the ground running.
Yeah, the next 4 games: Hull, Kingston Rovers, St Helens, Wigan and Leigh, all big tests to come. Excited that we're involved in this contest, see where we are in 2024.
Yeah, definitely. These are the games you want to be playing in, and to be playing them early is a good test for ourselves, and where we're at and where we want to be in our season, to show where we want to continue, and obviously build those blocks to the rest of the season where we want to be.
Yeah, final one from me. Hawkins Rovers this week will be a big challenge. It will be a good game. Where do you think it will be won and lost?
On the scoreboard. We just got to hold the ball longer.
Thanks very much.
And just play on the other end of the field as much as we can, pretty much. So yeah, just be a bit more disciplined.